Did you ever believe this would happen?
Never in a million years, Nigel. Never in a million years. It was. I had three dreams as a child. One was to win the FA Cup, one was to play at Upton Park, and one was to play for England. And I achieved all my three dreams. Never was a dream to be a professional, and to win the Euros yesterday was just unreal, unbelievable.
And you know, when you were playing women's football, 60 caps over many, many years, and described at one point as the greatest female goalkeeper in the world, and all those accolades that you got. But actually, let's be honest about it, a lot of people, a lot of men particularly, looked down their nose, didn't they, at women's football?
They did, but it didn't deter me from playing. I'm probably one of the few that didn't really get many comments growing up, because the area I lived in, my brother taught me to play football. I played football from the age of 13 in my school, my secondary school. It was an all-girls school. Then I went on and played for Lionesses, and my husband, he's a football coach. Yeah. And a lot of people have had a lot of nasty comments, which we don't welcome. I'm in a WhatsApp group that's mainly full of men, and even yesterday there was comments and photos on there, and I actually replied, I'm done with this crap. I've had to fight for this and deal with this my entire playing career and beyond, and enough's enough.
But is this the moment? Is this, 17 million people watched that yesterday. It's unbelievable. And you can see, and so I went shopping this morning, as all anybody was talking about in the shops. There was a great sense of joy about it. The odd cynic, yes, you get that with everything. It wouldn't matter what happened. But will it be just a high watermark, and will it go? Or will it, like cycling? Cycling, suddenly we start winning loads of gold medals and people start cycling in huge numbers. Is this going to be a big change?
I hope so. I'd like to think so. We're on a crest of a wave at the minute, and we want to continue riding that wave. It needs to start into schools. It needs to start in grassroots clubs. I saw on your clip there's so many young girls who will be inspired. I'm actually inspired now to maybe go back into coaching because of what Serena's done and how she has conducted herself and the players. It needs to start at grassroots. My husband's a manager of Welling United Women, and even they, no matter how much the club are invested in them, they still have to get their own sponsorship. And that shouldn't be the case. We're talking tier 6 of women's football, 5 tiers above, you're in the Women's Premier League, or the Women's Super League. So,
and the school thing is an issue, isn't it? Because, Pauline, I was reading the other day, the number of teenage girls doing no physical exercise or activity whatsoever is really reaching alarming levels.
It is shocking. It needs to start at primary school, and then you just continue it to your secondary school, to college. When I was growing up, all I ever wanted to do was play football. And not only by playing football, it made me healthier. I had morals. I had to be somewhere at a time. So it gives you life skills. You meet loads of forever life friends. I've got lifelong friends, lifelong enemies. But it needs to start at grassroots.